We on? Well, welcome back, folks, to BRL action here this afternoon for this clash between the boys from the bush, the Dalby Diehards, taking on the Brighton Roosters, as led by Alistair Crust leads out the mighty Brighton Roosters here this afternoon. Welcome to all our friends in Dalby this afternoon. Wonderful little country town located in the Darling Downs, 209 kilometres north-northwest of Brisbane. Well known for their wheat region out there, all their wheat that they produce out there. Taking on the Bayside boys, the mighty Brighton Roosters, for BRL A-grade action. Hope you're enjoying the coverage this afternoon. This is our first time on Rooster TV, our first test at commentating our own games, and we trust that you'll enjoy the afternoon. 40-minute per halves, no 20-minute quarters this afternoon. And let's get ready to rumble here today, folks. The ball's been kicked off deep down to the Dalby Diehards, and it's a big, strong run from their forward. Brings it out to the 20-metre line. Good song, solid. Now, the game we just seen this afternoon, very humid conditions here this afternoon, folks. It's about 29, 30 degrees and very, very humid. The sea breeze hasn't kicked in yet. Just to go through the players for the Dalby Diehards. Number 1, Xander Doonerman. Number 2, Brian Babington. Number 3, Stephen Franciscus. Number 4, Harry Skinner. Number 5, Alex Ambier. Number 6, Travis Babington. Number 7, Dylan Taylor. Number 8, Xavier Manley. Number 9, Danny Wassell. Number 10, Chris Wilkes. Number 11, Eddie Kelly. Number 12, Will Camborne. Number 13, Mitch Taylor. 14, Noah Brady. 15, Ryan Welsh. Number 16, Mickey Gaver. 17, Christian Bond. And number 18, Brent Hunt. As the Roosters bring the ball back out there on the 30-metre line, and good solid defence from the Dalby defence there. It's a good run from the number 13 for the mighty Roosters, Ambrose Fenn. Brought up from the number 12, Connor Brebner, who's been working very, very hard. And there's a penalty of the Roosters, and they'll enjoy that. They'll enjoy that. It's a good chance for them to kick the ball into touch and put themselves in a good field space to the first try-scoring opportunity. It's not too late to come down to the club this afternoon. Witness this game. There is a little bit of a breeze starting to kick in now, which is cooling the temperature. The club's open, canteen's open, and also Souths versus St George on the big screen straight after this. It's another good run there from the Roosters as they approach the 40-metre mark. Crust comes out to James Manhire. To the 5'8". Mitchell Ayling there, tackle just 30 metres out. Comes up to the number 11, Joshua Cooper. They're edging closer to the line, the Roosters. What can they put on here? Can they get one early in this clash? Goes out the back to the centre. I think he might be over. No, he's not. Brought down short. Ryan Cronin just brought straight on tackle number 5. It's gone through the hands to Brock Nelson. He puts a kick across field. Pressure's mounting. That's been bobbing up, and the Diehards are going to recover here. This is a good little stepping all over the place from the 5'8" from... That's Travis Babington there, bringing it out of the danger zone. Can the Roosters keep him down here? And there's a penalty. Stephen Franciscus, experience there, getting the penalty for the Dalby Diehards. They'll be looking to plant this one into touch. Big crowd down here this afternoon. Down here at Jim Laurie Oval for this game. Always played in great spirit. This game has been going on for 2 seasons now, and it's hoped to be an annual thing. Last year, the mighty Roosters went out to Dalby and got pipped 24 points to 22. And the year before that, Dalby came down and were beaten by pretty much the same margin. There's an error there from the big forward. And it's been one of those afternoons, if any of us are watching the BRL reserve grade earlier, it's been very, very hot and humid. And there's going to be a few errors out here this afternoon, folks. But that's an error from the big prop forward, number 8, Xavier Manley. He won't be happy about that, that's for sure. And Brock Nelson here about to feed the scrum. Good chance for the Roosters once again, just on the inside the halfway line of Dalby. Comes out the back from Nelson. This is Mitch Shaw. This is a lock forward. Ambrose Fenn holding him down here. Crust. Outside the... Can't quite make out who that player is out there. Inside ball to Ambrose Fenn, who's been very busy so far, but they've lost the ball and Dalby will recover here. At the 30-metre line. So once again, one of those afternoon, folks, a lot of drop ball, very sweaty conditions. Here goes a big prop forward, brought down in a wonderful tackle from Crust. And he's drawn a penalty once again. That was a good run there from the big prop forward, Xavier Manley. As Dylan Taylor will attempt to find touch. And this is a golden opportunity now for Dalby to set up something. This is the other prop forward, Chris Wilkes, bringing it up to the 20-metre line. Looking a little bit dangerous now, Dalby. Just 20 metres out. Scooting run from dummy half to the number 12. Brings it up towards 15 metres out. Can the Roosters man up and keep him out? The first little bit of pressure they've had to contend with this afternoon. Goes out to the number 10. And it's been dropped down and play on. And the big number 10 for the Roosters, Tyson Hodge, brings the ball back and he's knocked it on. But I don't think you'll find there was an advantage. And the Roosters should get the scrum feed on the 22-metre line. A few dark clouds in the distance out there this afternoon. Folks, looked like it was going to storm earlier on. We might get something later, but it's looking quite good that we won't get any rain to disrupt this game. And the Roosters will have the feed just 22 metres out. Well, there's almost one against the feed there for a moment. A rarity in today's game. Rightio, Roosters about to bring it out from their own danger zone. Comes out the back here. This is the fullback, Ailing. The scooting run, good strong run there. Good strong run. They've got to get it out of their danger zone. Trying to draw a penalty. Crust. Out the back to Nelson. Good run there from number 11, Joshua Cooper. Crust having a look down the blind side. Sneaks a couple of extra metres on tackle number 5. Nelson will be looking to put this deep down in the Diehards territory. Good pressure there from the number 9 as it comes out to the fullback. And this is Xavier Duneman. He brings it back towards the halfway line. Roosters will need to reset defensively here. Scoot there from the number 2, Brian Babington. Or Alex Ambier, sorry. And another penalty. What's this one for? A little bit high, says the referee. And the Roosters will need to turn around and number up. And Dylan Taylor will put this into touch, I'd imagine. Or they're going to take a quick tap. Taylor putting that into touch. And they've got some good field position here now, Dalby, just 20 metres out. The Roosters will really need to move up. Couple of penalties there, couple of cheap penalties. Comes out the back. This is number 12. This is Will Camborne with a strong burst. Well tackled there. Comes out the back to the number 10. Out the back. Well, that's a knock on for sure. Well done. Good pressure from the Roosters. They moved up there. Brock Nelson and the big number 8 for the mighty Brighton Roosters, James Manhire, put a little bit of pressure on there, and that was well done for Sierra. Both sides have been. I've spoken to Club President Dylan Slater before today's game, and and his side's been working very, very hard since well before Christmas, and it's a good opportunity, he was saying, for his players to get the miles in the legs and get some continuity between his players, and he was very excited about today's clash. As the ball comes out the back there, this is out to the centre, goes out to the winger number 2, Ashley Faulkner, and he's gone into touch. So not the start you want off your first tackle on tackle number 1 off a scrum. And once again, Dalby get given the ball in prime real estate position, just 30 metres out. And the Roosters will have to work hard once again to try and keep them out. 10 minutes gone in today's clash. And that's a run from lock forward by Mitch Taylor there, making some good metres up the blind side there. Comes out to big Manly. Manly's running strong and hard. That's a good run from Manly. Roosters are going to need to work hard here to keep him out. The ball comes out to Taylor. The ball comes out to the winger, and it's Brian Babington who scores. No, it's a forward pass. Forward pass. Referee seen something there, and that's a forward pass, so well done, Roosters. They've once again sustained that Diehards raid, but they'll need to hang on to the ball and complete a set of 6 here and get it out of the danger zone. Ball fed by Nelson. Roosters edging it out of their own 10-metre zone. Seems like an eternity at the other end of the field, but just hanging on to the ball will be the prime target at this stage. Crust calling for a penalty, but the referee not obliging. Big run there from the number 10, Tyson Hodge. That's... Comes at the back, Nelson. What's he got planned here? A bit of a kick. So they're kicking early on tackle number 4, hoping to pin the Diehards. Bit of a bad bounce here, and that's a good hit. Could have been a chance of a knock on there, but wasn't seen. That was well picked up in the end by... I thought it was a knock on too, Brian Babington, but he's got away with that one. Roosters really numbering up there. Good solid hit from Ryan Cronin. As we have an injury here in back play. And I can't quite work out who that player that is injured out there. It's the Roosters fullback, Mitchell Ayling. Seems to have picked up a bit of a leg injury there. And I think you'll find this is a tremendous opportunity for the players just to take an opportunity to have a quick break. We're not playing in quarters this afternoon. It's been a very, very humid day, and it still remains quite humid. We're all waiting for this beautiful bayside breeze to kick in, but it's just not happening today. And a good opportunity for all the forwards just to take a deep breath, suck in the big ones. Seems to be a little bit of concern here for Mitchell Ayling at the back here. Is Brock Nelson over there coming over to see his player. It's been a solid start with a few drop balls, a few errors early in the game. We do hope you're enjoying the coverage of Roosters TV, live streaming our BRL games each and every week this year. And we're finally joined in the commentary box from, you might know him from Chats with Fats, Timmy Williams. How you going, Tim?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Definitely not what we're going to see there. Mitchy Ayling coming off with looks like some form of a leg injury, so he's been really electric in our pre-season training and whatnot, so that'll be definitely a disappointment for Dylan.
Yes, no, he is hobbling off there, and there looks to be a little bit of concern, but he's in great hands over there with John Blanford and his medical team, and hopefully it's just, precautionary. As I said, this game is important for both coaches to see what happens with their sides and see how they're developing, but there's nothing on the line here apart from a little bit of pride, the boys in the bush, but try telling that to these fellas out here at the moment. They've been waiting all summer to play the first game of the year as the referee calls restart of the play, and this is the halfback, Taylor. Brought down just on the halfway line by Crust. Comes out the back here to number 11, Eddie Kelly. Eddie Kelly brings it out, well tackled there by Hodge. It's starting to creep up, and here's Big Manly. Big Manly with some big strong runs here on tackle number 5. Comes out the back here to Taylor. And Taylor's brought down and caught on tackle number 5. So that's really good from the Roosters. They'll get the ball back on just about on the 40-metre line. And they'll be hoping to complete this set, Tim.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. It's going to be key, I suppose. Get some field possession and hopefully get some points on the board shortly to put them in good stead.
Here comes to Keon Sanders. Brought down just before the halfway line. Here's the other big fella. Brought down trying to sneak an offload there. Tyson Hodge. Crust. Out the back to Ambrose Fenn as he reaches the 40-metre line. Slowly chipping away here, the Roosters. Here's Nelson. Comes out the back to his halfback, Mitch Shaw. Tackle number 5. What can the Roosters? Are there going to be a kick and a chase? Nelson, he'll put it up. Chase through from Ryan Cronin. He taps it back to the big number 11, Joshy Cooper. He's gone through, and Brock Nelson, the kicker, will score the day. The referee has called it back. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What was that called back for, Tim, did you see?
Not too sure, mate. A handling error, I'm assuming.
Might have gone forward. But the Dalby's come back for a quick restart, and the Roosters will want to regather there. They're only starting to get back on side. I thought for all money that was a try then. And a penalty just to rub salt in the wound after all the hard work there. First we thought it was a try. Now the Dalby have got a penalty on the 40-metre line. Roosters will really have to work on their discipline, but I'm sure the rub of the green will go both ways soon as Taylor looks for touch. And has he found it? He has found it. As Dalby set up for another attacking raid. 15 minutes gone in this one, and this is number 12, Will Camborne, running it up just 20 metres out from the Roosters line. They go down the blind side. And there's a drop ball there, and there you go. Another drop ball, and you'll be seeing a little bit of drop ball, folks, for the people out at Dalby. It is extremely humid out here this afternoon. I'd say we'd be up around the 88% humidity for sure. It's quite a big crowd down here this afternoon, Tim. A lot of people travelled from Dalby.
Yeah, good to see, mate. Good to see. Footy's back. People are keen.
Absolutely. The first game of the year. We've all been waiting after a year from COVID. You know, this... Oh, dear, that's just... Oh, dear. Put down by the number 5 there, Keon Saunders. And he won't be happy about that, young man, but you need to go out there and switch back on. And this is another opportunity for the Dalby Diehards. The Roosters will be giving them plenty of opportunity to put points on. Just 15 metres out, right in front. This is Taylor. He takes one up. Danny Wassell at dummy half goes to Chris Wilkes. He must be very, very close, Chris Wilkes. He's been pushed back by the Roosters. They need to lift here, the Roosters, to keep him out. Just 5 metres out. Out the back to the number 14, Noah Brady. Has he got there? No, he hasn't got there. The ball's come out, tackled from dummy half, and there's a penalty. Gone a little bit too early. The Roosters will have to sustain another set of 6. Danny Wassell about to take the tap. Here's Noah Brady. Edging closer towards the line. The Roosters are really gathering together here and dragging him back. That's good defence. Can they move up and hold them out? The ball comes out to Taylor. Out the back there to Camborne. Camborne edging closer to the line. The Roosters defence is holding for now. Out the back to the halfback, Dylan Taylor. Roosters defence is very, very good. Comes out the back there to number 6. Linked up, and there's a knock on. And well cleaned up there by Brannigan. Oh, no, that's a strip. But they won't play the advantage. They'll play. No, they're going to not play the advantage, and it'll be a Roosters feed. And the Roosters survive again, Tim. Great defence.
Yeah, mate. Well, it's been a real point of interest in our pre-season, making sure that our defence is solid this year. You know, we proved we can score points, but we've also managed to leak a few too. So Dylan's been very adamant that that's what the guys work on through the pre-season. So it's good to see, and hopefully they can still hold out.
Well, that's right. It's great defence, but Coach Dylan Slade will just be hoping that they hold on to the ball for the time being and complete a set of 6. You can't sustain that sort of defence, set of 6 after set of 6 after set of 6. So hopefully here for the Roosters they can complete their set of 6 and maybe even draw a penalty and put on back-to-back sets. There's a temperature starting to get a cool breeze down here, which hopefully will help with some of the ball control this afternoon. And here he is again, the number 5, making a good run. Keon Saunders making up for his mistake earlier. That'll give him a little bit of confidence. Here we go. Ball comes out the back there to the other winger, Ashley Faulkner, chewing up some metres as they just scoots out of here and dummy out. This is a danger zone. They know their forwards are a bit tight. And there's a penalty. Ryan Cronin and the outside backs here well and truly offside, and that's just what the Roosters needed. They've been pushed down deep in their own end zone for quite a while now, and this is a very, very timely conversion penalty. As Brock Nelson finds touch just short of the halfway line. And here goes Joshua Cooper. What are they going to put on here? And here comes the other big fella, number 25, Buster. He's already played a game today, Buster. He's charging up the middle there, Crust. At the back, out the back ball. They're starting to make a little bit of room, starting to look good here, the Roosters. Mitch Shaw calling for it down the blind side here. He has a little bit of a scoot, has a bit of a run, beats one. Offloads there. The Roosters have got a good back line out here if they choose to use it. Here's another run from the front row forward. James Manhire on tackle number 5. What can the Roosters put on? It's 0-0 down here at Jim Laurie Oval. Out to Nelson. He puts it on the boot. Grubber kick through. Little knock on, but I think he's grounded. And that could be a try to Saunders, is it? No, there's been a knock on at the hands. Or did they ground the ball? What's the referee going to call here? He's called time off. He's called time off. There's no video replays today, folks. We not quite that technically up to date at the moment, but we hope you're enjoying the coverage of the mighty Brighton Roosters BRL A grade taking on the Dalby Diehards. What's the referee calling here? We're calling a drinks break, are we? Looks like we're calling a drinks break for the players. We might see if we can get Michael Plum over for a interview.
Plummy!
I don't see it. We can just do it on there. We can do it. That's what we like. Well, we have this break in play. As I said, it is very hot and humid conditions here this afternoon at Jim Laurie Oval. We thought we'd bring over Michael Plum, the reserve grade coach and vice president of the mighty Brighton Roosters. How you going, Plummy?
Yeah, good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. 24 all draw. You happy with the result?
Oh, yeah, definitely happy. We went into half-time, down 12-0. Had a lot of errors in our game throughout the whole game, but for the boys to claw back and score 24 points in that second half, I thought it was a big effort. Defensively, we were a lot better in the second half, even though they levelled it up. It was just a few tight bodies out there by the end. So.
Absolutely, and you'd be better for the run, I'd imagine, as well.
Yeah, definitely. It was good for the boys to blow out a few cobwebs. Definitely a lot that we can work on, but all in all, Dalby definitely brought a tough squad to play, so it was good for a first hit out.
And it was a very hot and humid afternoon there. But we want to know, what did you say to the boys at halftime? What was the message?
Oh, the message was pretty simple. we identified that their A's and their markers weren't working too hard, and the A's were a bit wide. So we just wanted to really punch in behind that ruck and start rolling their big boys around. We knew once we started doing that, their middles would get tight and we'd be able to get on top of them, which is what happened. And then we were able to get to our edges for Ray. You got a hat trick, I believe. So it was just all that.
Has he stopped talking about it yet, or is he?
No, he's still up there, yarning on about it. But it was really just pushing through their middles, get their middles tired, and then obviously take advantage on the edge.
So great first hit out for the year.
Very good first hit out. Very good first hit out.
All right, that was Michael Plum, reserve grade coach and club vice president, talking about the reserve grade result. In case you didn't catch it, it was a 24-all draw between the Roosters and Dalby Diehard, where the Roosters were up 24-18 with 2 minutes to go. Then an intercept try led to a 24-all draw played in tremendous spirit. So anyway, here's a chance for the Roosters now, with Nelson feeding the scrum just 10 metres out as the ball comes out to Shaw. Shaw taking up the guts. Good strong run there from Ambrose Fenn, just 10 metres out. Can he get a quick play of the ball? Dalby appear to be on the back foot. Crust, will he have a bit of a go himself? No, he doesn't. He passes out to Connor Brebner. Just 1 metre out. Can Dalby hang in there? The Roosters peppering the line. Crust out the back to the big fella, number 8, James Manhire. There's room out wide if the Roosters can shift it quickly. And there's a penalty there for a hand in the ruck, and the Roosters will get another set of 6. Here we go. Here's a tap from Crust. Goes back to Manhire, trying to barge his way over. He almost gets there, just 2 metres out. The ball will come out the back here. Who took a run there? Is that Crust having a dart from dummy half? He's been held up. Very, very good from dummy half, Alex Crust. And he's just pulled up short on tackle number 2. What can the Roosters put on here now? Ball comes out the back. Nelson goes out to the winger, number 3. Oh, flicked out the back. And once again, trying to be a bit overzealous there, was Ryan Cronin for his winger. Saunders, and the Roosters will hand over the ball back over to Dalby. No score in this game. It is 0-all after 20 minutes of football. And Dalby will have the scrum feed just 15 metres out from their own line. They'll be hoping to keep him down here and lay a bit of pressure on Dalby here. Move up, give away no penalties and keep Dalby. We hope you're enjoying the coverage for all our friends out there at Dalby. Hope you're getting plenty of rain too. That's a run there from the Dalby fullback, Xander Duneman. And then once again, a penalty. Coach killer those ones. Franciscus looking for a quick tap. And he does take a quick tap. A ground all too familiar for Stephen Franciscus. Played with the Gators down here for many years. He knows a little bit about Jim Laurie Oval as he brings it out to the 40-metre line, tackled by Nelson. Ball comes out to the Dalby forward. Dalby's made a number of changes here. This is number 14, Noah Brady. Stephen Franciscus with a dump from dummy half. He throws the inside ball to Mitch Taylor. Mitch Taylor goes back inside to Dylan Taylor, and he will score underneath the post for the first try of the afternoon. It's the Dalby Diehards 4, leading the Brighton Roosters 0 after 25 minutes of play. What happened there, Tim?
Oh, a little breakdown in the defensive communication, I think, mate. But good play by Dalby to get through under the sticks. Handy place to score a try.
It was Franciscus from dummy half scooting on the inside. He found Mitch Taylor there running on, and I don't know if it's his brother or not, but he linked up with the halfback Dylan Taylor, who's a very big forward, a very big halfback, I might add, but he's got some pace about him, and he ran the 40 metres and scored underneath the posts. And Coach Dylan Slater for the Roosters won't be happy about that bit of tiredness around the ruck there. But anyway, it's the score's finally on the board after 20 minutes of play. And this is the goal kicker, Travis Babington for Dalby, with the kick right in front. And Babington adds the extras to make it Dalby 6, leading the Brighton Roosters 0 after 25 minutes. As we see the players come back for the kick-off, Brighton will be hoping to make up for that error with a nice deep kick and keep Dalby pinned down in their own end zone. As Nelson kicks the ball off down into the western corner there of the Brighton. It's just overrun there by the forward, and the 5'8" Babington's going to have to just take a hit there. That's good defence there. Now, can the Roosters keep them there? Can the Roosters keep them down in their zone? Hang on, referee's called up. No, replay the ball. Well, we got a handover here. No, a bit cheeky there from the Roosters number 12, Connor Brebner. Thought he might have got away with that one there for a split second. And this is a run from the big forward. Can't see his number there, unfortunately, folks, but you might know him at home in Dalby. It's a good, strong run, too. He's picked up 10 metres. That's number 10, Chris Wilkes, that's made that run. Dart there from dummy half from Alex Ambier. Franciscus taking a dart. Good defence there from Tyson Hodge. Up, popped out the back. They've kept the second phase plays. Here's a dummy half, Babington. Pinches another 10 metres. Roosters have got a man up here. Ball comes out the back. Here's Taylor again. Puts up a high bomb. The replacement fullback is not quite sure. This is Keon Sanders taking a run. Roosters need to get out of this danger zone. This is number 3. This is Ryan Cronin down the field. Number 4, Kiara Piana Aka taking a run. As they reach the 40 line, gee, the Roosters would love a penalty right now, Tim.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. They're doing it tough. Nice run there from Krusty, though, Alex Crust.
Tackle number 5. They need a good chase here. Nelson, once again, puts the ball down into the deep, this time to the eastern seaboard corner. He's found the fullback on the full, Doonerman. Well, we'd like to take a chance now to thank the Brighton Roosters, BRL, A-Grade and Junior Club. Would like to thank some of their sponsors. First of all, the Brackenridge Tavern over there, the team over there. Ray White, Brackenridge. William Civil. Wendy from Wenzart. Wonderful Aboriginal artwork that she produces. SE Profiling. And HTT Australia, thank you for your wonderful support. Charlie and Bob there at South East Profiling, thank you for your wonderful support. As once again, Dalby get over the halfway line. This is Big Manly, hit hard in a good tackle there. Nelson trying to wrap him up, the offload to Taylor. Taylor pinches another 10 metres. They're starting to get a little bit of a roll on now, Dalby on tackle number 5. That's a poor play. The ball referee didn't see that. And here's a killer. They've given away a penalty on tackle number 5. That's a bit of bad luck there, mate. I thought he actually was a poor play, the ball there.
Yeah, a little bit lazy around the ruck, though, from one of our players, mate. So I think that's what we've been penalised for.
Oh, they're just coach killers on tackle number 5. They're, they're sins. You can't afford to do that in the big games, but I'm sure Dylan Slade will have a word to his troops about that at half time. Anyway, Taylor takes a tap. He brings it up to Noah Brady there. Tackled by Jack Stock, who had a good game in the BRL reserve grades. Here's this Manly character. He runs along. Very tough player, this Manly man. Gets up and plays the ball to the dummy half. Danny Wassel. Thrown out the back to the winger. And this is going to be a try to Alex Ambier out wide. He's going to bring it around to rub salt in the wound a little bit closer to the sticks. It is now Dalby 10 leading the Roosters 0 with 10 minutes till half time. Well, penalties are just killing him at the moment, Tim. What do you think Dylan's going to think about that?
Yeah, well, I think fatigue's got a big thing to play with it, mate. Probably just a little bit of lack of a little lack of discipline, yeah. So, anyway, I'm sure he'll address it at half time, mate, and hopefully we can turn it around a bit like they did in the reserve grade.
Absolutely. There's one thing for sure, when the mighty Roosters are running towards the clubhouse in the second half, that can give them an extra bit of wind behind their sails, as well as the breeze starts to kick up here a little bit at Jim Laurie Oval. It looks like a bit stormy out there, but nothing on the Bureau meteorology site, so we should get away with this game with no rain, but at least that sea breeze that we've come accustomed to down here at Jim Laurie Oval is starting to kick in. And Taylor will take this kick from approximately 15 metres in from touch.
Dennis, would he be one of the biggest halfbacks you've ever seen?
Oh, well, yeah, he'd be up there. Trent Barrett was a big, tall halfback too, and 5'8" in his stage, but he's quite a tall. He's not your conventional halfback, but he's having a good game today. Is this Dylan Taylor, hoping to stretch the lead to 12 points to 10. He makes the conversion, and the conversion is good. And it's now Dalby Diehards 12 leading the Roosters 0.
Almost a carbon copy of the first game, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. The Dalby Diehards got away to a 12-0 lead early in the first reserve grade game before the Roosters switched into gear, and. But hopefully with a bit of a comeback here from the Roosters. I think they've just had a little bit of bad luck with penalties on tackle number 5, so they can address that. Manly gets put back in a good, ferocious tackle there by the number 19, Raymond Newell. Oh, sorry, not Raymond Newell. Stephen Bagow, sorry.
I think Tyson Hodge might have been your man in the first contact there.
Tyson Hodge.
Very solid contact.
Here's Franciscus from dummy half taking his all too familiar scoot little offload out the back door there. They've got to stop these offloads. That's the fullback, Doonerman. He will too. Ball comes out the back. Here's the number 13, Mitch Taylor, chewing up the metres. Here's the other Taylor. Puts a kick out the back door. It's a good bounce, and that's a good bounce for the Roosters. They need to hold it out the back, and that's brought back in by Saunders. And there's Nelson. They need to settle down here a little bit, the Roosters, and just hang on to the ball. Complete a set of 6, and I'm sure things will turn their way shortly. They seem to be tangled up there, and their jerseys getting tangled up. Here's Ryan Cronin with a scoot from dummy half. Dances across the field and picks up another 5 metres. Here's Crust taking up a ruck. Good second, good run there. Brings him up towards the 30-metre line, slowly etching away. Here's Stock, who had a big game in the BRL reserve grade. This is a better set of 6 from the Roosters. They're hanging on to the ball. Here's a big fella, number 10, Tyson Hodge. And that should be a penalty. Thank you very much, sir. You're going to come along. There's a quick tap there. The referee saying no. No, I think they'll kick for touch and take up the opportunity to suck in the big ones and chew up a little bit more of the clock. The Roosters really needed that penalty, Tim.
Oh, mate, absolutely. Absolutely. Couldn't have come at a better time.
Is Nelson's going to kick for touch. He's made the kick for touch, and he's picked up a good kick too. He's picked up a good 30 metres there. What can the Roosters put on? 6 minutes till half time. What can they put on? This is Cronin taking the ball up on tackle number 1. Looks like Shaw's gone into dummy half there. Crust has moved into the halves, possibly in the second row.
I think he might be playing lock at the moment, and we've got Mickey Winchester out there.
Yeah, Mickey Winchester's out there now. The drop ball's gone back, has it? It's gone back. That's been knocked on then. On tackle number 2. Starting to get a little bit dark here at Jim Laurie Oval. I'm going to have to put the lights on shortly. And it's all for this second half. A lot of cloud cover there, but it looks like we're going to get away with no bad weather. This is Taylor taking it up like a front row forward off the scrum there. He's a very big halfback. We've mentioned that a couple of times already. Taken, and what's the penalty for? Referee saying on the man, and Franciscus trying to take a quick tap. Penalty count will have to be up there. Dalby, I think, have had quite a few penalties at the rub of the green.
He's going the other way, thank God.
Ball kicked into touch at the halfway line. We're approaching half time, just 5 minutes to go. It's 12-0. Franciscus takes a tap to Manly. He comes up. Xavier Manly. A little knock on there, was there? Wasn't seen. Gets up and plays the ball. Franciscus in at dummy half. To the number 12, Will Camborne. Pinches another 10 metres. Down the blind side. This is the dummy half, number 9, Danny Wassell. Pinching some good metres. To Franciscus. He darts across the field. Links up with Will out to the number 15, Ryan Welsh. And pushed into touch in a great covering tackle. It was on, but the Roosters were good enough to hold him out, and that's good play from both sides. But probably not ideal running into touch, but good defence from the Roosters. Good cover defence, Tim.
Absolutely, mate, yeah. Dylan will be happy with that one, mate, I suppose.
I think if the Roosters can hold on to 12-0 at half-time, they'll be very happy with that, considering the amount of possession that the Dalby Diehards have had. It'll give Coach Dylan Slater and his assistant Stephen Pickering an opportunity to get the troops, get them focused again, and have some oranges at half-time, replenish their energy levels, and come back out fighting. Referee just having a bit of problems with the scrums. Yeah, Brock Nelson's about to feed the scrum. 3 minutes 40 to go on the clock. It's a bit of a scoot across the field. What's going on? We've got a bit of a scuffle here in the scrum, bit of push and shove in the scrum. What's the referee going to call here? No touch judges have come in. Look, it's one of those days, folks. The big forwards are going to get a bit restless in there, a little bit of push and shove. Didn't really see any punches thrown there. Big Manly was in there, stamping his authority, and the Roosters weren't about to back down there. So what's the referee going to call here? Didn't appear to be much in it, but the referee might call a penalty here. And Dylan Taylor questioning the referee here. Yep, it's going to be a penalty to the Roosters, and a timely one, and a much needed one to get them out of their danger zone. Can the Roosters, 2.5 minutes, can they kick this into touch and put on some good play just before half time? Nelson finds touch. Easy metres for the Roosters. Can they put one on before half time? 2.5 minutes on the clock. Crust takes one up. Brought down, good run, Alex Crust. Oh, come on, sir. No, he's going to hold him down. He gets back up and plays it. Here he is. He comes out the back. Popped out the back there. Will he stay back in? Throws the ball inside. He was going into touch. Keon Saunders. Look, you got to admire their courage there on tackle number 2. But anyway, kept the ball alive and it went forward. So Dalby will have one last shot at them just before half-time, you'd imagine. There's a great little pass there from Cronin out the back door, linking up with Keon Saunders, but he just ran out of room there. Anyway, the Roosters will have to hold strong here to keep the scoreboard at 12-0 just before half-time. Here's the 5'8". Brannick Babington. That's a good run there. I think it's number 17. Christian Bond, is it, making that run there? The number 17. Oh, good hit. Oh, what a hit. That's just special, that is. That's a great hit on Big Manly. But dear, oh dear, he's given away the penalty, all the hard work. The big fellow went down. And he's opposite. That's nothing better than 2 front rowers. Tyson Hodge pulling off the hit there. And then Manly tries to find touch. And he hasn't done so with 42 seconds on the clock. Can the Roosters go the length of the field. It's a good little run there, good scoot there. 27 seconds left on the clock before half time. Here's Crust taking one up. Hit hard in a tackle. And there's a penalty for the Roosters and a little bit of push and shove. Little bit of push and shove from the boys as everyone comes in. A lot of pride and passion between these two clubs there. The referee will have to sort this one out. The siren's about to go for half time. Little bit of argy-bargy.
Seven's going to go.
Don't film it. No, don't.
13's got to go.
And it's one of those days, folks, very hot afternoon here at Jim Love. A lot of passion with these two clubs. And that'll be half time.
He's probably got a corner.
Some of these might need a little bit of time longer than the
I'm on.
Check 1, check 2. And welcome back to Jim Laurie Oval. The score remains 12 points to 0. Little bit of a brouhaha just before half time and a couple of players sent in the sin bin. But all the players shaking hands and having a bit of a giggle about it at half time. And we're here for the second stanza. Dalby leading 12 points to 0. You might need to get someone down there and turn them lights on too, mate, because it's getting a bit dark. Welcome back to the coverage of the mighty Brighton Roosters taking on the Dalby Diehards. Dalby Diehards 12, leading the Roosters 0. As Taylor boots the ball down deep. Taken by Nelson. And the big fella comes running back. What's his name again?
Buster.
Buster's taking a good charge down the field. Very hard to bring down. Makes a 20-metre line. This is a good start from the Roosters. Coach Dylan Slater would have got stuck into him at half-time, I'm sure. Good run from Alex Crust. Shaw's gone into dummy half by the look of it. This comes out to number 8. This is James Manhire. So almost reached the halfway. Better start from the Roosters in this second stanza. Nelson kicking the ball down deep. And that's a knock on, and that's the dream start for the Roosters for the second half. Just what they would have wanted. We trust that you're enjoying our coverage here this afternoon of the mighty Brighton Roosters taking on Dalby. And they'll come together for a scrum on the 20-metre line. Perfect opportunity for the Roosters to put something on. And this is Ambrose Fenn. Working his way up the centre of the field. Brought down in a good tackle there by Will Camborne. Comes out the back. This is James Manhire. 10 metres out, just 10 metres out now the Roosters. Crust. Back outside to Fenn. Just 10 metres out. What can they put on here? Comes out the back. Manhire drops the ball. Brought down by... I've got a jersey number 25 here.
That's your man, Buster, anyway.
Buster. Brought down. Don't need any penalties now, the Roosters. They want to keep him down here. This is brought out to the winger, Alex Ambier, to approach the 30-metre line. Approaching the 40-metre line. The Roosters have done well. They're starting to make a little bit of inroads now. This is Taylor from inside the 40, looking for possibly a 40-20, is he? Hasn't quite got the angle. Back to number 2. He's moved into fullback, Ashley Faulkner, who dances across the field and comes across into about the 20-metre line. This is number 4. This is Tyler Pahina Aka, making a good run there. Tackled well by number 6, Travis Babington. Comes across Crust. Just one off the ruck there. It reaches the halfway line. Manhire again. Ball comes out the back to Nelson. Puts in a torpedo spiralling kick. And it's been taken back there by number 1, Xander Doonerman. He spilt it, but he's done enough to clean it up. But comes back with a very good charging run and makes it back to the 30-metre line. Tackled there by Shaw and Manhire. Number 2, Alex Ambier there with a little dart from dummy half. Just taking runs, giving the forwards a chance to have a rest. Playing against an 11-man Roosters side at the moment for the first 10 minutes of this half. Sorry, they must have allowed the Roosters to make the changes there, being a trial game. And there is 13 on the field there. Taylor. Tackle 5. Dear, oh dear. Could probably feel a little bit robbed there, Brock Nelson there. He got up to go again, even though the referee said play it and he thought he was going. But Dalby take the penalty. Taylor to take, and Manly taking a run up. 20 metres out. Comes out the side to the other front row forward, Chris Wilkes. Tucking the ball under the arm, charging towards the try line. Just 10 metres out now. Wassell out to Taylor. To the fullback, Doonerman. Gets the offload out the back there to Mitch Taylor. Good hit there, just 1 metre out on tackle number 4. The Roosters are holding in there. Out to Taylor. Out to the number 11, Eddie Kelly. Roosters digging their heels in and holding them out. Ball comes out to Taylor. Outside to Babington. Little bit of a check, rebounded off the back and well picked up there by Ashley Faulkner. Gee, the Roosters could do with a penalty right here now. That's a good run there. Got him on the back foot. Need another one of those. That's number 13. That's Ambrose Fenn, who's been pretty good today. Here's Ryan Cronin dancing across the field. Picks up another 10 metres. Brought down in a tackle there. Just got caught there with the ball. But Keon Saunders. And a little knock on there. Forced error. Once again, the Roosters hand the ball over and Dalby will get a scrum on the 40 metre line. So we've got a big day down here at the club tomorrow with Cameron Cullen and a few of the boys from Redcliffe Dolphins coming down for some training exercises and a course. Tim, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's a mentor day that Image Property runs on behalf of Cameron Cullen. So most people should know Cullo. He's captain of the Redcliffe Dolphins over there. I believe Jaden Nicarima and Joshy Gatt will be down here too. So a couple of ex-Roosters boys for the young kids. I think it's $30 to sign up. So by all means, if the kids
Get a free lunch with that as well.
I believe so. If you jump onto the Facebook page and look at our events, you'll see all the information there. So jump over, bring the kids down. It'll be a great day. There is an age limit, but all the information's there on the Facebook page.
And that kicks off at?
I believe it's 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
9 a.m. tomorrow. So Cameron Cullen, Redcliffe captain, and
also any funds raised by the day too. Cameron's kindly donating to the Brighton Roosters Building Fund as well.
Oh, that's awesome, and he's a great bloke, Cameron, and we wish him all the success in the world with his season over at Redcliffe there, and also Mr. Nicarima over there as well, Cody. So anyway, Dalby just 1 metre out now. Roosters trying desperately to hold them out. The ball comes back outside, and that's a knock on there, and it's intercepted by... Can he go all the way? He's gone over the halfway line. This is Ashley Faulkner. Can he get there? I think he can. Faulkner's going to go all the way and score underneath the post. Oh, wonderful rugby league try. Well done there, Ashley Faulkner. He got the bounce, he got the intercept, and that's exactly what the Brighton Roosters needed right now. What about that one?
Champagne Rugby League, I like to say that one. Dennis?
Yep, Champagne. Well, I'll tell you what, a little bit of luck needed to go the Brighton Roosters' way. They've given away penalties on tackle number 5 on numerous occasions, and that might be just what they needed, what the doctor ordered after half-time. It's now the Dalby Diehards 12 leading the Roosters 4 with a length of the field intercept try by young Ashley Faulkner. Well done, young man, who slipped into fullback after the injury to Mitchell Ailing. And we've got an update report on Mitchell.
Haven't heard anything yet, mate, but
anything?
I've probably just been a little bit cautious with him at the moment. He's a valuable asset to the team, so hopefully it's nothing too serious, but I will find out.
And just the dream start, just what the Roosters needed. And I think the fans at home were hoping that the mighty Roosters would score a try, and they've done that. And it's game on, Tim. It's game on. It's after all the ball that Dalby had in the first half, they went to a lead with just 12-0. And this is shaping up eerily like the opening game this afternoon when Dalby led 12-0. Of course, there's a lot of work to do for the Roosters, but as Brock Nelson takes a kick here just to the right of the uprights, and he will convert that. Now it's just a one try ball game. One try ball game, Tim, and after all the possession that Dalby had, it's game on. So once again, as we were just saying before the try there, is the Cameron Cullen Clinic for all the juniors down here tomorrow. There is an age group, is it? From under 12s up, is it?
I believe it's under 12.
Yeah, under 12s and up. But give the club a call on 32691234 in the morning if you have any inquiries, if you've got a junior. $30, all that money's going to the building fund, and great course, particularly for the halves, and should be a great afternoon, great morning tomorrow morning down here at the club. And free lunch, and lunch comes included with that for the kids. So anyway, it's game back on here at Jim Laurie Oval, and the Roosters have got a bit of wind in their sails now. As we've told you there at home, they love running towards the clubhouse in the second half, and that sometimes that gives them a little bit of added inspiration that they need. As Crust takes us off over to the 30-metre line, and this is Ryan Cronin here now. And there's a shoulder charge, and the rub of the green is starting to turn for the Roosters. There's a couple of penalties here now. For a shoulder charge, I believe that was, Tim.
Yeah, your eyes are a bit better than mine, mate. I might have blinked for a second, but yeah, I'll take your word for it.
And this is a perfect opportunity just inside the halfway line for the Roosters to come back. So Shaw's going to take a tip here. And this comes out to, that was a good, strong run. Who's that, Tim?
Joshy Cooper, mate.
Joshy Cooper, great run. Gets them up over to the 40 on tackle number 1. And Dalby just a little bit slower in getting off the plays at the moment. Crust taking a ruck up. Takes it up and pinches another 10 metres. Now, what are the Roosters setting up for here? Comes at man higher. This goes off to Ambrose Fenn, who's been very good today for the Roosters. Very tough in the middle there. Trying his guts out. Comes out the back. Number 4, this is Tyler Pahina-Aka. He looks like he's been injured in that tackle as Tyler. Stop the clock there. And taken around the throat. He's clutching at his throat there as his teammate Shaw takes his headgear off. And one of the league safe here, Matty Newham, coaching coordinator down here, comes over and has a word, gives him some drink of water and just making sure that he's all right. A little bit of concern for his throat here, young Tyler. We do hope he's all right. Once again, this gives all the big forwards a chance to suck in the big ones and take an opportunity to take a break. But he's going to get up. I think he's all right. Just caught one in the throat there.
Negative on the short side. Ambrose. Negative on the short side. Yeah, that's Kyle.
Out to Kyle. Comes back into Crust, runs into a wall. Big wall there, nowhere to go there for Crust on tackle number 5. Ball comes out to Nelson. Throws a great ball to the number 11, Joshy Cooper, but he's going to be held with the ball. And I tell you what, I couldn't be quite too sure there was actually 5 tackles there. I sort of only counted 4, but anyway, we'll...
You're doing better than me, Dennis. So I thought we were actually defending then. I went off with the Pixies, so...
Right. Anyway, Dalby, we trust you're enjoying our coverage of this Saturday afternoon football, the first game of the year. To all our friends in Dalby and all our Roosters supporters, we trust you're enjoying the coverage. As Dalby now slowly working their way out with the winger, Alex Ambiar. That's a good strong run from Franciscus. Gets up and goes again. Referee told to go back on the mark and play the ball, Mr. Franciscus. Plays the ball out the back. Manley again. This is Xavier Manley. Doing the Mickey Hancock there. Goes back into Ambiar. Another good run, almost reaching the halfway. Well tackled there by James Manhire. And the number 9, it says Raymond Newell here, but Raymond's definitely not Ray. Comes at Franciscus having another little dart there from dummy half. Pinches another couple of metres. This should be tackle number 5. They can't bring him to ground. Crust eventually does. On tackle number 5, it's played out the back here. It's gone to... it's been dropped. It's been dropped by the biggest halfback in the world, and that's... a handover to the mighty Roosters. But no, all good Dylan Taylor, mate. We've had a few comments in the comments there about the biggest halfback in the wall. He is a big halfback, I'll tell you that right now, but he's a good player too. So anyway, it's a handover there where Man High is going to play the ball. And Cruster's just going to take one up. Pinch a couple of extra metres. Shaw goes into dummy half. Man higher. Hits the line and pinches another metre or two there. The Roosters are just plugging away. Here's Shaw. Comes out the back. Who's this young fella again?
Yeah, he's one of our under 20s. Actually played in the reserve game earlier. Kyle. Yeah,
Kyle?
Great young talent.
Yep. Roosters just want to get themselves a little bit organised here. Kyle Hussey. Nelson puts a kick down into the corner, and that's taken well by Xander Doonerman. And he'll bring it out just 10 metres out. Now it's Dalby's turn to work it out of their danger zone. Slow play the ball. He's got up a little bit gingerly there. Another run. As you can see, Dalby starting to bunch here. Franciscus with his trademark dummy half scoot and offload. Gets it out the back. There's a little bit of room out wide here. That's a shocking bus. Here's young Kyle. Picks it up. Touch judge calls drop ball there, but not seen by the referee. Anyway, we'll play on here. The Roosters they've done really well here. Goes back to Taylor. Was that inside the 40? He's going for a 40-20 here. No, that's well taken by the winger out there. That's a try scorer for us. Faulkner. Here's Brannigan. Brannigan is backing up again. Good club man Nathan Brannigan takes another good run. Here's Cronin. Cronin with a good strong run. Gets him up over the halfway. This is looking a lot better from the Roosters in this half. Dalby starting to look a little bit tired out there. And here's Ambrose Fenn with another running out wide. Connor Brebner taking on the outside backs on tackle number 5. There could be, and we got a penalty there. He pushed in. Stephen Franciscus didn't get off him, gave him another push, and the Roosters will get a penalty. And it's just what they need. Dalby's gone to sleep a little bit here, and they're looking a little bit tired in this sapping heat. And the Roosters seem to have a little bit of wind in their sails at the moment. It's 12 points to 6 to the Dalby Diehards. Here's Alex Crust, just taking a settler. What can the Roosters put on?
Try time.
And is that a try? Referee says he's dropped it over the try line. Dear, oh dear, disappointing for the Roosters. And the Dalby will get a 20-metre tap. That was almost a certain try. And that's a good number up tackle there from Brock Nelson. He ran at him slow and Brock Nelson put one on him. Looking very, very tired here, Dalby. That's Alexandria. Only pinching another metre here. It's been one of those days, folks. Here's a run here from number 18 on the field, Brent Hunt. Good scoot there. Alex Ambia takes another run, gets him over the halfway. Franciscus dumping into dummy half. That's a bit of bad luck there. Young forward running back onside, and Stephen Franciscus tripped over his leg, but that's how it is. And Dylan Taylor will take a shot for touch here. Here's Taylor, finds touch. Now Dalby just 20 metres out. Can the Roosters hold on there? The defensive line's been pretty good today. Comes up Taylor. On to Wilkes. Wilkes just 10 metres out. There's a penalty. Penalty for hand in the ruck. It's only on tackle 1. Manley comes up and takes a run. Xavier Manley. Holds him out just 1 metre out. Roosters defence hanging on. Taylor. Out the back. Caught by Travis Banging. Caught. Brock Nelson marks up against his opposite. Holds him out. They're going down the blind side here now. Alex Ambian, there's a forward pass, and that's good defence from the Roosters. They got up in their face and forced the error. And the score remains 12 points to 6 with 20 minutes remaining here on Saturday afternoon football. So the Roosters have got the feed. Got to work themselves out of their danger zone. Picked up. This is number 12, Connor Brebner, and the Roosters, very, very timely for the Roosters. He took a quick tap and played on and has danced it up to the 30-metre line. The Roosters look to have a bit of wind in their sails at the moment. They're keen. They've come out, whatever Dylan Slater said to them at half-time, they're certainly playing a lot better in this half. That's a very strong hit there. Scoot from Shaw. He runs it out. Here's number 11.
Oh, Joshy Cooper.
Joshy Cooper. But he's lost the ball. Lost the ball. Seems to have done himself an injury there too. He's hobbling as he comes off. Need to turn around and number up now. Make up for that error. Here's number 18, Brent Hunt. Taking a run, taking it over the halfway line. Noah Brady. That's a good hit too. This is a good game of football, folks. After a shaky start, a lot of drop ball, this is turning into a good, tough game of football. Goes out the back there to Harry Skinner. Skinner's away, and the winger, Alex Ambier, is going to score his second try. Ambier scores out wide. And Dalby will race to a 16 points to 6 lead with a kick to come. Just sort of got it went to sleep there a little bit, the Roosters, Tim.
Yeah, it's a bit of a topsy-turvy sort of game, isn't it? You sort of, 1 minute they've got a bit of momentum and then it turns around and Dalby goes and scores out in the corner like that. So, yeah, definitely entertaining football and good to watch.
It is good to watch, and we trust that you're enjoying it at home. Club take the opportunity while we've got everyone there to thank some of the sponsors that are involved with the club this year. Tim, can you tell us a little bit about those sponsors this year, starting with Brackenridge Tavern?
Yeah, so the BRT were our sponsors last year, one of our major sponsors. They've jumped on board again, so great to have them guys on board again. So if you're in the area, make sure you drop by down to the Brackenridge Tavern. Ray White Brackenridge, so Roxanne Patterson down there, she supported us again last year with the BRL A grade, so we really appreciate their support as well. William Civil's another one. Heard they're a pretty handy sort of company themselves.
Yeah, they go pretty good.
All reports. As you mentioned before, Wendy from Wenzart, she's involved again, so she's a great supporter of our club down here, and we're grateful to have her support again. South East Profiling.
Charlie and Bob, legends, local legends there, work hard, and they've been a sponsor for many years down at the club, Charlie and Bob.
Yeah, absolutely. HTD, that's a new company that we've brought on. We've actually done a bit of work ourselves with William Civil with HTD. Great, reliable company from our local, do a bit of directional drilling. So from the
Taylor takes the kick, sorry there, Tim. And that's a beautiful kick from the sideline. And we're going to take a little drinks break here for the players at the 20-minute mark. But continue, Tim.
Yeah, so if you're in the market for a little bit of directional drilling, HTD's the people you need to speak to. And last of all, Matt Fisher Media, he's been a major supporter, helping us out with a lot of our video stuff. He's down here today again helping out. So a big thanks to Matty Fisher and all those other sponsors. So if I could just encourage all of our fans of the club or whatnot to get around these sponsors and show them a bit of love.
And some of the work done there by Matt Fisher Media and that, it's crystal clear 4K technology, the imaging is you've taken it to the next level this year, and it's a credit to both of you. The chats with Fats and also the some of the video footage that we've put together to help promote the club and the community with our sponsors. It's great. So make sure you get on board, and when you see those videos, you kick the kick. You got the kick. And when you see those videos, make sure you like them and share them with your friends and stuff like that, because the club really rely on the sponsors to help make the season go through. So, yes, indeed. So, great afternoon down here at the Roosters Juniors and the Roosters Rugby League Club down here at Jim Laurie Oval. So, for our Dalby friends out there that don't know a great deal about the mighty Brighton Roosters, we are 53. This is our 53rd season. It was founded back in 1968, and we recently celebrated our 50th season. This ground is the closest rugby league field to the eastern seaboard of Australia, and is approximately about, as a crow flies, it's probably about, I don't know, probably about 40 metres from the beach here, Moreton Bay, for those of you that know Brisbane, and Moreton Island's out there as well. And it's a great club, the mighty Roosters, red, white and blue, and currently under the leadership of club president Dylan Slater, who also coaches this BRL side. Done a tremendous job since he's come into that position over the last couple of years. And Michael Plum, the new vice president, Tammy Slater and John Blandford and their wonderful team of people that they've got who work very, very hard, all volunteers for this great club. And we rely on community help and for everybody to get down and support us. Buy a burger, buy a beer, buy a raffle ticket, and get behind the mighty Roosters. That's a little bit about us for our friends out at Dalby that are listening today as we commence the final quarter of this game. Pardon me, it's actually Dalby 18 leading the Roosters 6 with 17 minutes remaining. And that's a good, strong run there, and well tackled there, came across there, number 3. And there's a penalty. There's a penalty.
Absolutely killing us, Dennis.
Well, they are killing us, to be fair, Tim. Oh, but this referee is being very, very on the money with everything for such an early game in the season. But anyway, that's the way it goes, and these are the top levels. This is BRL action, and obviously Dalby playing one of the toughest country leagues out there as well, so it's no-nonsense football. Referee not letting anything go. If he calls a spade a spade. Here's a tap, number 14, Noah Brady taking a ruck. And there's a drop ball there. Very good. That's good for the Roosters. Michael Winchester forcing the error there. And Michael Winchester's one of those players. He's quick and he's zippy and he's full of energy. He might be the spark that gets them going here in this last 15 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. He's very handy with the ball, and he's very quick off the mark too, so you just got to watch him.
Of course, part of our under-18 side a few years ago that won the premiership. So if you're on Facebook out there, give us a wave and say g'day. Tell us where you're from. Put in the comments where you're watching the game from. You might be from way out west. Just put in the comments and let us know if you're enjoying the coverage. We're doing our best. This is our first attempt for the year, and hopefully by the end of the year we'll know all the players' names off by heart, and we'll give you the best rugby league coverage, Rooster TV. So 16 minutes to go now. Here's Manhire again taking another one. He's been good today. He's just knuckled down and got his job done. They're playing a lot better this half, the Roosters. Comes out to Connor Brebner. Inside, it's going to be taken. Good tackle by Stephen Franciscus. Lifted up and over. Comes across now. Here's Brebner again. Brebner with some good yards. Very hard to bring down. He's been solid today for the Roosters as well. Tackle number 5. What can they put on? And there's a much-needed penalty for the Roosters. Much-needed penalty on tackle 5. The coach killers, both coaches will be furious with their players, giving away penalties on tackle number 5. Anyway, here we go. Here's Hussey. Comes out to Manhire again. Oh, there's a bit of a late hit there coming in there, but anyway. Number 13, here's Ambrose Fenn going close. Ball comes out the back to Winchester. Oh dear, and there's a kick through. Play on, says the referee. Is he going to call it back? He's going to come back to the play. Stone Motherless dropped that one. But the ball would be very, very slippery out there today with the amount of humidity. Yeah,
very uncharacteristic there for Ryan Cronin. So yeah, you must imagine that humidity's putting a bit of grease on that ball.
And some direction and
So the Roosters will have to turn around and number up and defend again here. They've been much, much better in this second half. Taylor. Out the back to the dual try scorer. This is Alex Ambia there. Not making much room there.
Let's go, that's
Not
a
running
free
out.
shot!
That is a free shot. You hear from the crowds there, they're calling free shot. If you're going to run softly at me, I'm going to hit you, he says. Franciscus taking another one of his darts. He does like to get up and play the ball quickly, so you've got to get your hands off him. Comes out the back. This is Wilkes, who's been pretty good today for the Dalby Diehards as well. He's been tough. Bit of a no-nonsense forward, trying to milk the penalty there, wrapping the player's arm up. Taylor with a kick downfield. Looking for touch. Is it out on the full? No, it's not. It's found. Yes, it is. Is it? No, well, it is out in the full. It is out in the full. It's one of our junior referees over there touch judging there. Just probably didn't signal that correctly, but the referee was good enough to realise that it had gone out on the full. So the Roosters will get the ball 45 metres out, and it's going to be man high again to take a run up. Oh, that's a bit high, but he's a tough forward. Geez, he's been good today.
Unbelievable, mate. Yeah, very impressed with what he's done today, that's for sure.
You know, all these forwards, it's a credit to the big four, the 8 and 10 from both sides. There's, as we speak, number 10 there, going Tyler Hodge, have been outstanding for both sides. And on a day like today, when they could have had a bit of a bludge and be forgiven having a bit of bludge, all the forwards have been outstanding. The ball comes out the back now. Here's a chance for the Roosters. Here's Keon Saunders.
You want up!
You fancy they might go down the blind side here? Connor Brebner.
Ooh.
Ooh. Bit of a push and shove there. Comes out the back there. That's young 20-year-old Kyle Hussey there. On tackle number 5, what can the Roosters put on? He comes out the back to Winchester and he's just dropped it. Double knock on.
Might have had a bit
Dear
of a
oh
look
dear.
there.
Yeah, he did have a bit of a look. Popped up and had a bit of a look at what was coming at him before the kick. Anyway, there's a little bit of discussion here. We saw a little bit of a...
Hey, tap off.
His number 25, Buster, comes on. Now, what's the referee ruling here? There's a little bit of talk going on at the scrum here. We've seen a little bit of drama just before half-time. The game's been played in great, it's been a good, tough game of football. And the Roosters have actually got the feed, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but Kyle Hussey, the under-20 play, will feed the scrum. It's a very messy scrum. Did you see what happened there at all?
No, again, Dennis, I've been a little bit lazy, mate. I missed that one, sorry.
Kyle Hussey, one of our under-20 players, getting his opportunity in the BRL. Very good player. Comes out the back. Here's Winchester now. He holds the ball this time. Comes out to Cronin. He chews up a couple more metres. Can the Roosters hit back here to make it interesting with just 11 minutes to go? Saunders takes a run from dummy half. Nowhere to go there. Dalby's been very good defensively all afternoon. Comes out the back. Here's Faulkner again. He scored a try. Can he get a second one? They won't get off him. What's the referee going to call here? Comes out the back. Shaw's going to have a go, and Shaw's going to score a try. Oh, that's sneaky. That's a great try there by Mitch Shaw, and gives the Roosters some hope in this game. With just 10 minutes to go, it's now Dalby 18, leading the Roosters 10.
Yeah, we're going to want to kick this one, I think, Dennis. Just keeps it a converted try away for another level up. So you never know, mate. Might be deja vu here.
Yeah, well, they went to sleep there, Dalby, and Shaw saw the opportunity and just a quick scoot and from dummy half and over he went, caught him napping and, the Roosters are just a totally different team this half. I mean, they've made their errors, sure. They've made a few mistakes and a few bad errors in judgment and dropped the ball a few times, but they've been a lot more better in this second half.
Yeah, this left edge for Brighton's been really good. Connor Brebner especially, he's been pushing some metres down that side and getting the quick play of the ball, putting Roosters on the front foot. So it's great to see. Dylan will be very happy with that.
Absolutely he will.
And there you go. There's our man kicking the ball for conversion. Connor Brebner.
Let's see if he can nail it, second rower. Very important kick in aspects of the game. He strikes it pretty well. I'll tell you what, it's coming around and it's there. And it's 18 points to 12. One converted try. This is shaping up very eerily like our reserve grade game, Tim, where it finished as a 24-all draw. But anyway, we won't get ahead of ourselves. It's 18 points to 12 with 9.5 minutes left to go. As Dylan Taylor comes back here now to take the kick. Oh, tell you what, there was a couple of players in front of him there. If the referee decided to let that go, Winchester takes the ball. That's another good charge. Here we go. The Roosters, can they finish with a bit of a flurry? I will say this, Dalby look a little bit tired. They look like they might be getting ready for the bus trip home or waiting for a nice icy cold beer. It's been one of those days, folks. Very, very tough, humid day. But there's still 8 minutes to go in this game. One thing's for sure, Cronin takes a run up. One thing's for sure, the Roosters won't die wondering here in this game. Here's Crust. It's a good little dart there from Crust, pinches a few more metres. Here comes Buster. No.
Plays out the back.
Plays out the back now. Big chase here from the Roosters. They need a big chase. Xander Doonerman takes a good take there. And he's met in a good defensive line by Connor Brebner. And also Saunders in there making the tackle, and Kyle Hussey. So here's a little dummy half scoot from Alex Ambier. He's scored 2 tries today. He's had a good solid game. Kyle Hussey, the Roosters do not want to give away a penalty here. And I tell you what, that's a bit unlucky for the Roosters. That was pretty much poor ball control here. The Roosters just taking a little bit too much time in the ruck, but I tell you, I thought I'd put that down to poor ball control. That one, he's lucky to get away with that, Alex Ambier. But anyway, good luck to you as Taylor goes to look for touch. Hasn't gone out. The ball hasn't gone out, so maybe a little bit of justice there for the Brighton Roosters as he slips over. Can they hang on to the ball? It comes out to the number 4, Tyler Pahina Akar. Makes some good yards too. Their hand in the ruck there. Comes a Buster. Can he bust through? Good run from Buster. That's a good 12-metre gain. Comes back to Shaw at dummy half. Has a scoot. Winchester. Out the back to Cronin. Cronin, can he link up with... Can he link out? Saunders is off the field now. I know Saunders is still there. On tackle number 3. Faulkner.
Geez, he's been good today, Dennis. Ash Faulkner.
He has been good today. He hasn't made a mistake. Hasn't made too many errors. Playing hard. Here's a little kick through from Shaw. Will he get a little touch on that? Yeah, they might get a repeat set of 6 here, and they do. First goal line dropout of the day. That was good play. I just get the feeling that Dalby have switched off here. But the Roosters, credit to them, they're coming home strong, and they're all that hard work, all that fitness training. Might be enough to get them. If they can get a try here, that'll make a very exciting last 3 minutes. It's been a good game of football, good tough game of football between the boys from the bush and the Bayside boys. A little bit of argy-bargy just on half-time, but everyone shook hands at half-time there and good to go again. It's a low, flat kick-off. Making sure everybody puts it on the foot. Here's Brebner. He's been really good today as well. Oh, goodness gracious me. What a hit.
Get him off him!
Comes out. Here's Crust. He takes one up. Oh, here we go. It's game on. 5 minutes to go. Can the Roosters get one? Comes out the back to Hussey. Here's Buster, busting through again. The Roosters looking pretty good. And back here he is. He's been good today. He's going to get over. Is he going to get over? No, he's just short. 1 metre out. What can the Roosters put on here? We'll sure have another go from dummy half. Comes out the back to Winchester. Puts a little kick in. And they're going to get a repeat set of 6, are they? They do. That's good play. That's good pressure play, Tim.
Yeah, good mounting pressure, mate. That's going to take a lot for Dalby to defend 3 sets in a row. So, all things heading Brighton's way at the moment.
Without scoring, that's the next best thing. Get a repeat set of 6. I think you can sense. I think they can sense Dalby's getting a little bit tired. There's hands on hips. They're not running as hard. It's been a big day. They've been on a bus trip down. They probably started early at about 9 o'clock getting on the bus. Roosters can sniff. The Roosters are sniffing, and as I told you, Tim, when they're running towards that, everyone up at the clubhouse there, it can sometimes be like wind at their sails. So, that's a bit of a poor kick. Winchester's going. No, it's not Winchester. That's
Ambrose Fenn,
who's also been. He has been good today. We've got down to the 40-metre line. Can the Roosters put something on? Can they control the ball? Crust has just been taking him up and taking him up.
Absolutely no regard for his body whatsoever.
No. And here he is again, taking another ruck, Ambrose Fenn. Tackles free. They're going to bring the ball out here. Kyle Hussey. He's on the fringes there, looking for a bit of room. Connor Brebner. Shaw. Crust. Run into a brick wall there. Nowhere to go there on tackle number 5. Will they go for another repeat set of 6? Here's Buster. Out to Winchester, puts a kick across. Oh, that's played out by them. That'll be another set of 6. Touch in and they'll get another repeat set of 6, building more and more pressure. This has been a much better second half from the Brighton Roosters.
Real credit to Dalby here, I think, Dennis. They've
Absolutely
managed to stay back a pretty
Wind up.
fierce
Let's go.
attack.
3 minutes.
Well, that's 18 tackles in a row. They've managed to keep him out.
I'll feel this one after the game. I'll know about it tomorrow.
Brighton Roosters have thrown everything at them in this final. 3.5 minutes to go, folks.
No hurry to get the clock going.
No. And yet, why would you? Why would you? When you're up by 6. It's a bit of a wonky old kick. It's gone back. Well taken there by Winchester, and then he'll do a little bit of a dart and take one up. They need to hold on to the ball here, the Roosters. They need to hold on to the pill. Here comes on the number 19.
Stephen Duggan.
Stephen Duggan, he's got a penalty. He's given his side a penalty. Dylan Taylor there not getting back on side, being called offside. They're going to take a tap. Crusty goes again. Alex Crust, that's a good run, Crust.
Jeez, I'd love
Good
to see
run.
his stats today too, Dennis.
Hey, he has taken some brucks today, that's true. All the forwards have been really good, I feel, in trying conditions from both sides.
Go, bring it wide.
Tackle number 3, I think it is. Here he is again. Here's Ambrose Fenn. Bullying his way, trying to charge to get to the line. Can the Roosters get there? Not long to go, just 2 minutes to go in the game. Kyle Hussey, it's outside. Here he is. Connor Brebner looking at the link up. And that's a no, knock on. Oh dear, the referee didn't see that one. That was a plain knock on. But that's just the way football goes. He did knock that on. Hey, he's out touch. Yep. Okay.
Let's go. 3 hits. Come on, the Roosters.
Here he is, Manley, Xavier Manley. He's been good today for the Dalby side. He's gone all day. All the forwards have been good. Franciscus, this is when he's potent. Gets the offload away. Outside to Travis Babington. Will Babington get there? He's going to get there, is he? He's going to score out. Oh, did he drop that ball? He's going to get there. And Dalby are going to claim the victory today. That's a try to the 5'8", Travis Babington, to make it 22 points to 12 of Stephen Franciscus bus and an offload. And that'll probably wrap it up today, but Roosters can hold their head high in that second half, and they put in a much better performance and a great game of football, I think, Tim.
Yeah, 100%, mate, and that's what it's all about. You've got to remember it is all a trial game, and, we're not playing for sheep stations, but, yeah, they're very lucky to get away with that one, Dalby, I feel. A little bit of a drop ball I think we picked up there, but anyway, you've got to play to the whistle, and that's what the boys have done. So, Stevie Franciscus, mate, Jesus Christ, you'd think he'd learn, eh? He lets them balls go left, right and centre. Very, very, very
He's very string bean sort of player. He got those hands out, and he's always looking for the offloader. Good player, Stephen Franciscus. He's had a good game today as well. But
we didn't say that.
Anyway, Dylan Taylor with probably his hardest kick of the afternoon from touch to make it 24 points to 12 it'll be, but he's got to nail this kick. As the siren's about to sound, just takes his time there. Is he 6 foot, do you reckon, this biggest halfback in the league? Or
Dennis, if he's not 6 foot, he's at least 7 foot, I'd say.
One thing sure, he's had a good game today. This Dylan Taylor. Anyway, there's the siren sounds. Comes around. And he's got the kick. That's a good kick. And Dalby Diehards will prevail 24 points to 12 in a great game of football played in great spirit. The boys got a bit heated before half-time, but it's been a great game and all played in tremendous spirits. And thank you to everybody who tuned in today. We trust that you enjoyed Rooster TV. This is our first attempt at live streaming from the club. We're pretty proud of the efforts we made today. We'll get better. We'll add some cameos along the way, and Tim and I will get better, and we hope you enjoyed it today. So, did you want to say anything before we go, Tim? The final word.
Just thanks for tuning in, everyone that watched today, and up the Chooks, 2021.
Absolutely. So, when's the next game? We can tell us any more when the next game is.
The BRL trials start.
Yep.
Oh, mate, I don't have the dates on me, but they are coming up.
Yeah, the BRL got a couple of trial games coming up in March, I believe. So, and then before you know it, there could be some trial games for the juniors as well before Easter. So, you know, I notice the kids are already back down here training during the week. They're loving it. They're sweating it out in a bit of a pre-season, getting their ball handling skills and tackling skills all up to speed with all the great coaches who are all volunteers down here. It's going to be another great season down here at the Brighton Roosters 2021. So come on down and support the club this year. We really, really need you. We managed to get through with COVID last year and managed to get through, and we need everyone to get behind us and support. And everyone loves their football down at Jim Laurie Oval on a weekend. So footy tip and comp starting soon too. The NRL. Make sure you come in Thursday night meals of Vander. Come on down and support the club. Your beer or burger that you buy down here goes a long way towards everything that we do, everything that everybody does down here at the club. On behalf of the Brighton Roosters Junior Rugby League Club, I'm Dennis Trennery. I hope you've enjoyed the coverage. I'm here with Timmy Williams, also the Chats with Fats Man. We trust you've enjoyed the coverage, and it's bye for now.